everyone, welcome to Friday Night on HQ Trivia. I'm Beric Livingstone, and tonight it's our regular look at the stories that have been big news on the socials. Our meme-tastic, meme-a-thon, meme supreme with extra cream. This week, a giant inflatable Santa broke loose from its moorings in someone's garden and stopped 2 lanes of traffic on the B198 near Wisbech. Police said the road was temporarily closed. And a woman in Haverfordwest has become famous for standing in skips, causing a raft of online imitators hoping for their own 15 minutes of fame by standing in quavers, quavering in discos, discoing in hula hoops, hula hooping on knickknacks, or just standing in whatsits. And good luck to them. Okay, we have a snack-tastic £1,000 to be won or split tonight. Just answer all 12 of our meme-themed newsy cues correctly. 10 seconds for each. Get an answer right to stay in the game. Get one wrong and you can still watch, but you can't play unless you deploy an extra life. 1 per game, except on the final cue. You can remove 1 wrong answer per game if you're playing near 2 others using the eraser function. We got the buttons, we got the lolly, we got the questions. Have you got the answers? Let's find out. Here's cue 1. What is Tesco reportedly selling for Christmas in order to combat loneliness? Human Christmas crackers, talking mince pies, jumpers for 2 people. Tesco is teaming up with the campaign against living miserably, or calm. We can all get behind that. It would make the perfect low-budget Furby, but Tesco isn't selling mouthy mince pies. The most ghastly of twosies, it's Christmas jumpers for 2 people. Yes, you save on sleeves. 31,108 of you knew the answer to that one. Here they are. They join the ranks of marvellous items for 2, Slanket, Smittens, and do you remember the Fundies? Yes, underwear for 2 people. Great at home, not so good on the tube. Moving on. Q2. What is Frankie and Bennys asking people to hand over in exchange for free food for kids? Mobile phones, life savings, house keys. Well, nothing against Frankie and Bennys, except they didn't start in 1950s New York, as their menus imply. They started in 1995 in Leicester, which is not the same thing at all. Anyway, these 3, I'd rather keep hold of all of them, thank you. But what do Frankie and Benny want you to hand over during dinner? The thing you're holding right now. It's your mobile phones. Yes, they're doing a little trial. 30,078 of you. Mobile phones are being put away, and you can't Instagram those lovely spaghetti meatballs. Shame. So, next Tuesday, there'll be a special Star Wars trivia night, and it's the 100. And you all know what that means. As soon as we reach 100 or fewer players, we stop the game, and the winners share the pot. Everyone gets at least a tenner. It'll be marvellous. Join us for that. Q3. What did Jose Mourinho do to celebrate when Manchester United scored a last-minute winner? Threw some drinks, put on a Superman cape, hugged the referee. Yeah, Man U, when they went through to the Champions League knockout stage. If you went for the referee hug, then you must be thinking of a different Jose. Letting the liquid do the flying. He threw some drinks. Yeah, he threw that drinks crate. 17,640 of you getting that one right. Ooh, 9,000 thought he hugged the referee. No, not our Jose. There he is, look, throwing that drinks crate in a manly way. Look at all that masculine energy, rah, in his little jacket there. Lovely. Q4. What's the name of the enormous cow that went viral this week? Knickers, backpack, waistcoat. The enormous cow. Well, it's 6'4" tall and it weighs 220 stone. I mean, it's really a steer, which is a neutered male bovine, but all between friends. 3 things I never leave home without, but which one's also a massive cow? Best kept below the belt, it's knickers. Knickers is the right answer. And did you have that answer down pat? 13,447 of you did. Did someone call that a pants question? Oh, here's something different then. Q5. Who confirmed on Twitter that she's writing a sequel to one of her most iconic books? Margaret Atwood, Agatha Christie, Germaine Greer. Well, J.K. Rowling is not on this list, although arguably she has the best Twitter of all authors ever. She's been dead for 42 years, but I wouldn't put it past Agatha Christie to put this out on Twitter. Dragging us, kicking and screaming back to Gilead, though. It's Margaret Atwood, not her Twitter handle. 7,733 if you got that right. If you thought the first Handmaid's Tale was a hoot, then you're going to love the sequel. I've read the first one, but not seen the TV show. Anyway, Q6. Who does not feature on the list of potential scientists to appear on the new £50 note? Stephen Hawking, Alexander Fleming, Brian Cox. On the current £50 notes, James Watt and his business partner Matthew Boulton. James Watt, of course, developed the steam engine and in return got the What's It named after him. Now, he's an absolute legend. Of course, Hawking is on this list. Showing up everywhere, though, except your wallet, it's Brian Cox for the win. Yes, the amazing world of banking, 5,607 of you getting that one right. You may have missed out on this honour, but in Brian's own words, things can only get better. 673 of you using extra lives to get back in. Clever moves. Coming up on Sunday at 7, it's HQ Sports with Tyler. Yes, all sports cues all the time, but note the new time. We're moving it from lunch into the prime time. Have an early supper with Tyler West and prove you the best of the sporting best. That's 7 p.m. Sunday. Back to tonight. And hello to Caitlin from Kells. Hi to Helen and to Ross. Good luck to everyone. Moving on to Q7. In a recent study, what objects did scientists swallow to examine children's digestive systems? Jigsaw pieces, coins, Lego heads. Quite a few scientists have experimented on themselves. Humphrey Davy, for example, experimented with nitrous oxide. It didn't become an anaesthetic till 40 years later. The medical establishment thought he was just having a laugh. Anyway, all of that's by the by. These three, I'm sure I swallowed all of them as a kid, but what have a bunch of scientists been snacking on? The caviar of kids' cuisine. It's Lego heads. How fast can you Lego of Lego? 4,297 of you got the right answer there. Please don't try this at home, but at least we now know you'll be Lego free in about 41 hours. Nice. Q8. Which of these Hollywood celebrities got married this week? Quentin Tarantino, Leonardo DiCaprio, Scarlett Johansson. Hopefully this wedding will last longer than Britney and Jason Alexander's 55-hour nuptial special. This time last week, 0 wedding rings. But who's officially off the market now? The walking encyclopedia of film, it was Quentin Tarantino. Yes, keeping it on the QT, 2,768 of you there. Quentin may be working on Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, but it seems he already has his happy ever after. Yeah, his new wife looks a little bit nonplussed. Quentin just looks like Quentin there. Lovely. Onwards to Q9. Which iconic military event will reportedly be the subject of a new Peter Jackson movie? Battle of Britain, D-Day, Dam Busters Raid. Love Peter Jackson. When he was working on Bad Taste back in the 80s, he used to make latex models for the movie in his mum's oven. She said she had to keep eating sausages because the oven was always busy. Our long-suffering mums. He turned a trip to the shops into the Hobbit trilogy. But which battle is Peter going to squish into one movie? Bothering the beavers. It's the Dam Busters Raid. Who you going to call when you got to break a wall? 1,781 of you knew. The Official Secrets Act doesn't cover the raid anymore, giving Peter info the original movie missed out on. Q10. Which actor made the news when he ate dinner in a Yorkshire restaurant this week? Clint Eastwood, Jack Nicholson, Robert De Niro. Now, I know at least 2 of these stars have their own restaurants, but where were they eating out? Now, I decked Dumbledore and thrashed Thanos this week, but who only had to book a table to make the news? Taking a break from his cafes, it was Robert De Niro. And there'll be no booze if you selected him. 1,607 of you did. He may have starred in The Deer Hunter, but Bobby chowed down on a fillet of beef instead. Lovely. Q11. Netflix announced it was cancelling which series this week? Daredevil, Stranger Things, 13 Reasons Why. Netflix knows what you're watching, you know. Apparently, someone watched B-Movie 357 times in 2017. Netflix didn't name and shame me, but there it is. 3 much loved Netflix originals, but who will not be returning for another series? The only thing he didn't see coming, it's Marvel's Daredevil. And a devilishly good work from 1,428 of you there. Gosh, a lot of you still in the game. You know your memes, you know your news. We have one more cues to give you. From the devil of Hell's Kitchen to the heroes of HQ, here comes the final round. With 48 people using those extra lives to get back in. That leaves about 1,500 altogether in this game as we play one last fantastic trivia question. Q12. 2 lost episodes of the Morecambe and Wise show have been found where? A bank vault, an abandoned cinema, a charity shop. Ernie Wise ostensibly made the first ever UK mobile phone call, so he could be kind of the patron saint of apps like this. Actually, it turned out the son of the chairman of Vodafone had made a call just hours before, so it kind of spoiled that moment. But it doesn't matter, we'll give it to Ernie. Now, these new shows, we'll be watching them on BBC Two this Christmas, but where were they hiding out? It's where they should be now, but the episodes weren't found in a bank vault. Round the corner in Sierra Leone, it was an abandoned cinema for the win. And we have 870 winners tonight. Well done. Yep, the phone that Ernie Wise used to make that first ever call weighed 5 kilograms and cost £2,000, about 4 or 5 grand in today's money. And you hold in your hand something that's probably worth about the same, but can make you money back on it. Yes, £1 and 15 pence is yours. You just have to play a few more games to pay off that handset. Well done, though, to Sad to BH. Oh dear, he does look kind of sad. Well, he looks safe at least in his gas mask there. To Hayley So, to Park, who's gone up in flames, and to Joshua Apps 1, to all of you. Well done. That was a beautiful game. It was like watching sunset over the Mumbles while licking pistachio ice cream off your hands. I'm Beric Livingstone. Find me at the Meme Factories. I live for your tweets. We have HQ Sports, Sunday at 7, the big game, Sunday at 9. But before that, we're back for some Saturday gameplay. The next show is tomorrow at 9 p.m. Another dozen questions, another 83 1/3 dozen pounds to be won. Be there, or you simply won't. Meanwhile, have a brilliant Friday night. Goodbye.